In the Milky Way, far from any planet you know, there is a small green planet where all the bunnies live. All the space bunnies love carrots and spend their whole days looking for them. They crunch and munch on carrots and they even make carrot juice. But that's a very long story. And this space bunny, well, his name is Bunny Zepy and he has a big dream of one day flying into outer space and finding colorful carrots up there. You see, on their planet, there are only regular old orange carrots. But Zippy dreamed of finding purple carrots, blue carrots, maybe even pink ones. Oh, how I wish I could find some magical space carrots, he always said. And all the other bunnies thought he was just being silly. Well, one day, Bunny Zepy was taking off in his rocket ship when suddenly he saw something incredible. A whole bunch of colorful carrots floating in space just like balloons. They were bouncing around his rocket ship and sparkling with all the colors of the rainbow. Zippy couldn't believe his eyes. Could these be the magical space carrots he had been dreaming of? Of course they were. Without thinking twice, Zippy turned the ship around and started chasing them. But the carrots were fast and soon they disappeared out of sight. So Zippy knew he had to do something if he wanted to catch them. He landed his rocket ship and started building a new vehicle. He needed something much faster than his rocket ship if he wanted to catch those carrots. So he added boosters, wings, even a jetpack. When he finished, he named it his Speedy space bike. It looked like a real life-size version of those bikes you can ride at the mall. It was red and blue with silver rockets shooting out from the wheels. This was going to be fun. Before hopping on, Zippy grabbed his biggest carrot juice to go. He took a big gulp. Then he floored it and shot off toward the colorful carrots. As he zoomed through space, he passed funny alien bugs playing baseball on a comet. They waved at him with their many arms and legs. "Hey, where are you headed?" one of them shouted. "I'm going to find some magical space carrots," replied Zippy. "Oh, you poor guy," laughed the bug. "Those are no ordinary carrots. Those are trick carrots. They might look pretty and sparkly, but they're really mean. They like to play tricks on poor space travelers. Don't chase after them. Just come back here and play baseball with us." But Zippy couldn't hear him. He was too busy zooming through an asteroid field, dodging rocks as he went. Up ahead, he saw a huge green planet with tall mountains and deep valleys. It looked so beautiful. So Zippy landed his bike and hopped off for a quick tour. But as soon as he stepped on the ground, a bunch of little green aliens popped out of nowhere. "Welcome to our planet," they said in unison. "We are the Gleep Glorps and we demand that you give us your carrot juice." Zippy was scared, but he stood his ground. "No, thank you," he said. "I don't want to give you my carrot juice. I want to find some magical space carrots." The Gleep Glorps got angry, but before they could pounce, a huge spaceship came crashing down nearby. Out popped three scary-looking aliens with lots of eyes and sharp teeth. "Gleep Glorp, Gleep Glorp," they said. And sure enough, the little aliens ran away as fast as they could. Zippy asked the aliens, "Are you here for the carrot juice too?" "Nope," said one of the aliens. "We are here for the carrots. We heard they were around these parts and we are gonna collect them all." "Carrots," said Zippy. "You like carrots?" "Of course," said the aliens. "They are delicious." And with that, they took off running. Zippy quickly apologized to them. saying he had to get going. Then he sped away on his bike. He chased the carrots past shooting stars and planets made of cheese until finally he saw them up ahead. Floating in front of him was a giant sparkling carrot. It was bigger than his entire planet, and it was glowing with every color of the rainbow. Soon he realized the other carrots he had been chasing were actually pieces. They were flying toward the big carrot like a game of carrot tag. Zippy knew that if he wanted to catch them, he had to go super fast. So he hit the gas and zoomed forward. He raced past the last carrot, and just as he thought he had caught them, whoa! The giant carrot in front of him suddenly jumped up and landed on his head. Then it pulled a silly hat out of its leafy top and placed it on his ears. Zippy was stunned. The hat was soft and fuzzy, but why did the giant carrot put it on his head? Was this part of the trick carrot's plan? Before he could think about it more, the hat started glowing and the giant carrot reached out with its leafy top. Suddenly, Zippy understood. The hat wasn't a trick. It was magic. The hat and the giant carrot were creating a beautiful rainbow bridge all the way back to Zippy's planet. It was so pretty. Zippy hopped back on his bike and rode along the bridge. The rainbow path floated above a sea of swirling colors. There were shooting stars everywhere, and the sparkling light made Zippy feel happy inside. When he got back to his planet, all the other space bunnies were waiting for him. They had seen the rainbow bridge and were wondering where he had been. "Look what I found," said Zippy, holding up the hat. "These carrots aren't just magical. They're also friendly." The bunnies were so happy for him. They cheered and took the hat and the carrots and paraded around the planet. All the space bunnies loved carrots, and now they had all these beautiful, sparkly ones to enjoy. Zippy shared his carrots with everyone, and soon the whole planet was filled with smiles. Even the grumpy old moon man came down from his crater to take part in the celebration. He said he hadn't seen such a pretty rainbow since he was a little bunny. All the bunnies munched on carrots and told stories about their adventures in space. And even though the speedy space bike was a bit dented and covered with stardust, to Zippy it felt like the most special carrot juice ever. After all, it was the one that led him to the most magical carrots in the whole universe. The end.